Ninja actually trained how to jump with the bamboo, actually. Because why not? Because why not?
Why not?
皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Let's Ask Shogo. It's me, Shogo, and I have Kazu.
Hi.
And also Tomoko.
Hello.
Alright, so guys, we have actually been receiving a lot of requests for react videos. And I actually asked the question on Instagram before. Yeah, what kind of videos do you want us to react to? And we actually got a request to react to a video made by Rachel and Jun. Yeah, some super famous YouTuber, I guess. 50 facts about Japan. One of our viewers wanted our opinions about what we think about the 50 facts. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing today. I have a computer here and that's what we're going to be doing today. So recently, Team Let's Ask Show, we're really enjoying making react videos. So if there's any other videos that you'd like us to react to, please let us know in the comments. So then, let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do this.
So then, we are ready. Then let's get started. 50 facts about Japan.
Yeah.
All right. 50 facts about Japan.
You buy bread based on how thick you want the slices to be.
If you're worried about your cold groceries on the trip,
Well, that was fast.
That was
really fast. The bread
You buy bread
based on how thick you
the
want it
slices
to be. Oh, so wait, this means that this is not common outside of Japan then?
In maybe foreign countries,
Yeah.
the size of each bread is the same. You just change the portion, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So then you see here, the portion's all the same.
Exactly.
That's the same amount of bread, but the number of slices is different.
Exactly. So there's four
slices,
here,
thick
and
ones.
the right one has a 10.
10 slices.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess this is not common then.
I guess not then. I usually go with the 5 or 6.
Definitely. I do too.
I think it depends on like each family member, like the number of family members.
That is so true. Exactly. Wow. So this isn't common. Okay. Number 1.
if you're worried about your cold groceries on the trip home, most modern Japanese supermarkets have free dry ice machines for you to use, specifically for that reason.
Have you ever used this before? This
Yeah.
is true, but...
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
When I like buy dairy products that need to like be stocked at a low temperature. And like I have something else to do other than after I buy the groceries. If it's free of charge, I like use it really often. But sometimes they take like 100 yen. Maybe.
Yeah. In that case, you would just.
In that case, yeah, I would just hurry up and try to go home as fast as possible.
I've never used this before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Usually, actually, when my mother would bring back these dried ice things, I would usually play with them, like put them in like hot water and then like have the fog show. I would usually play with that.
That is true.
Yeah, when I was really small.
Yeah. In elementary school in Japan,
Yeah.
we have this science experiment.
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
have to
project
do
kind of
for,
thing,
like,
yeah.
summer break.
Right.
Yeah, and I think a lot of kids tend to get these dry ice and do experiments on them.
Yeah.
But that's not the original
No,
purpose for this.
it's for the groceries.
Yeah, but I think Japanese people rarely actually use this. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Convenience stores keep bowls of paint underneath their counters
the
for
music.
workers to throw out thieves, marking their clothes and body to make it easier for the police to catch them. I threw one of these at a thief once when I was working at Konbini, and because I was a pitcher, I was able to hit him. But I don't know if the police ever found them.
Wow. Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, they have these.
Yeah, like even when you're just a customer to go and buy things, you sometimes see it, right next to
on the register.
Exactly, yeah. But have you ever seen anyone using it or like someone being used on?
No, never.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone.
Like I've never worked at a convenience store, so I haven't touched these colored ones before. But I don't think I would be able to like
Suddenly
throw it at a person who's like trying to run away.
Yeah,
that's such a hard target.
Be a little bit scary too. Yeah, because you gotta literally throw something at a person.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It needs a little bit of courage, especially if that person's a criminal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I've never even heard of anyone throwing this before.
Me neither.
Like on social media and such.
No.
Yeah. The convenience stores place them where all the customers can see them too.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that's probably the main purpose for it. Yeah.
Everyone knows how common convenience stores, aka konbinis, are. It's said that you're almost always within walking distance of a konbini.
Yeah, that's right.
True.
Knowing that, there are actually more dental clinics in Japan than there are
I've
konbinis.
heard of this before.
Twice as many if you count each dentist. There's even a whole Japanese Wikipedia page called The Problem of Too Many Dentists.
The convenience stores, first of all, literally.
Yeah, there's
right next
everywhere.
to each other. Sometimes they're like one 7-Eleven and across the road there's another 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's right.
Or
That's
like
right.
Family Marts and everything. Yeah. I've heard before that it's for making it easier for the products to be carried by trucks, every morning to each convenience store. Yeah. And they still make profit from it, right? Even if they have their branches so close to each other. So. But there's like twice more dentists, right?
Dentists.
I have never actually done research about why though. Is it because they originally had a lot of they were able to make a lot of money of it?
Maybe,
working at a dentist?
Maybe
or?
Japanese tend to have more dental problems?
I've never heard of that before, but...
Maybe we can make a video about that.
Maybe we'll make a video about that in the future. Yeah, because that's a lot of
That
dentists.
is a lot of dentists, yeah.
But I don't have an image that Japanese people go to the dentist more than from people overseas.
No, I don't
foreign
think so,
countries,
no.
Yeah. Because I recall, like, living in the US,
Yeah.
I think my friends and, the people I knew of in the US probably cared about, white teeth, clean teeth a lot more than Japanese people. So I don't know how they're still able to maintain such a big number.
Who knows?
I don't know actually.
You can order a smile for free at Japanese McDonald's, even as delivery.
So wait, this is not common outside of Japan then?
I guess it's like a Japanesey kind of thing, right? Where you have to like treat your customers as gods. I recall this smile thing on the menu was started when I was like in junior high.
Oh, okay.
So like when I was in elementary, that didn't exist.
But I think the bigger problem is, have you actually ever ordered a smile before?
Actually, I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they do it for you?
Yeah, they did.
What are you gonna be doing with the atmosphere though? You ask for a smile and then what happens? Is there like complete silence after that? Or?
The one time I did it was when I was in junior high. Me and several of my friends kind of like went to McDonald's together, and then there was a really nice looking cute lady at the register. We were all young stupid guys. And
we still are, by the way.
We still are. I haven't changed a bit, but at that time we were all like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. We want to see her smile.
Okay.
And then we were just like, smile hitotsu.
And she did it for you.
And then she did it, and then we were all like,
I have never even considered ordering
oh, really?
a smile before.
You should try it, actually.
Maybe for, I don't know, some kind of experience. But, Okay.
Most Japanese streets don't have names.
Hey.
Your address is instead determined by a block and house numbering system.
That's true. That's true.
That's right. This was really difficult for me. When I was, 11 years old, I came back from the US to Japan. Yeah. And I wanted to tell about my address, where my new address is in Japan. And it was really, really hard to explain the system because the address is written the other way around, right?
Oh yeah,
in
it's
Japan,
opposite,
we start from the country and then the prefecture, and it goes smaller.
Yeah, the city, then the street, then
exactly,
the
exactly,
district.
Exactly. But in English, it goes the other way around, so it has to start with a number, and then there's a lot of ichomen, all the numbers, and then it comes afterwards.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was really, really hard to explain. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
There's a package delivery company called Kuroneko Yamato, which means Black Cat Yamato. Not only is their logo cats, but when they leave an attempted delivery slip in your mailbox, it has indentations cut out in the shape of cat ears so that blind people can easily recognize the slip.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I did not know that either. I mean, Kuroneko Yamato is like, you cannot find a Japanese person who doesn't know about Kuroneko Yamato, right? That's impossible, But this, I mean, I knew it existed, but I didn't know about the purpose, and it actually has a shape of a cat ear. I did not know about
I didn't even notice that.
Notice this in the first place?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I think it's really both really kind to the people who really are blind.
Yeah.
And it's also really cute,
It is,
because it represents their name in the company name, so.
Wow, this is a really good idea.
Because they have a cat they're putting on their head there.
That is cute.
Yeah.
If you're not home when the mailman delivers a package, they will leave a number for you to call so they can redeliver within a 2-hour time window of your choosing.
Oh, so that's not common overseas? How do you get your packages then when you're not home?
I don't know, maybe come again? Maybe a few hours later, a few days later, maybe?
Too normal for us.
Too normal for us. I don't even know what's weird about it.
Yeah, exactly. So again, that kind of slip comes into your post, I guess, your mailbox, and you call the phone number and you
ask them for a redelivery.
Exactly, and tell them the time you want them to come, and that's how you get the box that you couldn't get, when you're not at your home. So I wonder how you get your packages.
Yeah, like what other way is there to kind of
exactly. Yeah. Again, let us know in the comments for sure. Yeah.
If you call before 6 to 8 p.m., depending on the company, they can often re-deliver the same day. And while many numbers go to call centers, some numbers call your mailman in their truck directly.
Yeah, so that's connected to the slip we just talked about. Exactly. It's almost is like their cell phone, right? I think.
Yeah, it is. So like each mail delivery person has their own district, right? They're assigned to. Like he's in charge of that area.
Exactly.
So again, this is like just super normal for Japanese people.
So the delivery men usually always have these,
earphones
on so
they can
immediately call the people. Yeah, exactly. So this is something unique in Japan too.
The three Kuroneko Yamatos in a row.
Yeah, in a row, exactly, from 9 to 11.
This is in part due to many reasons. Many houses in the past were built cheaply in expectation of this cycle and then not well maintained. Constant updated earthquake safety regulations lead to newer houses being safer. And technology is always improving, so newer houses have better features like better insulation and, in some cases, even central heating and cooling.
Interesting. Yeah, Japanese houses are really built for all the natural disasters.
Yeah, like earthquakes, like exactly.
So that's the reason why when you're looking for like a house, a new room to live in, it's a little bit scary to rent houses that are a little bit old.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's one of the things that we really focus on when we choose houses. Yeah.
But then again, like the price goes down, so that's like where you want to like kind of like you want to whether want a new house or you want a cheap house. That's like really where it depends.
Yeah, and it really depends on where you live too.
Oh yeah,
because even in Japan, depending on which prefecture you live in, the amount of natural disasters that you have will be different. So yeah, this is something that we definitely consider. Yeah.
Because of the aging population combined with urbanization, small Japanese towns and villages are increasingly at risk of disappearing altogether.
Yeah, true.
In 2015, Japan had an estimated 15,568 terminal villages, or villages where more than 50% of the population is over the age of 65. That was 20% of the villages surveyed. Only 5 years before that, it was 15%.
There were also 801 villages where all of the residents were aged 65 or older, and 306 villages where all residents were 75 or older.
75 or older?
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I make a lot of videos talking about social problems in Japan, right? Yeah. And Kazi always check my scripts, so that I often talk about the aging society. And I know about, the big number, but not these,
numbers of small villages kind of
exactly, thing. These specific numbers. Village that only has people who are older than 75 years old.
It's crazy.
These people like support each other, right?
That's right, yeah.
With just 75-year-old people, so
unbelievable.
It's really unbelievable how they can actually maintain a village there. But I have watched documentaries of elementary schools who only have 2 or 3 students.
I've seen those too,
in the whole school.
Yeah.
So this must be problems happening in
everywhere.
The countryside area of Japan. Yeah, I think it's amazing how Rachel and June actually visited these places.
It is,
filming. Yeah.
Most expressways in Japan, which are often suspended above ground, are heftily tolled. A trip from Nagoya to Tokyo, which is less than the distance between Houston and Dallas, costs approximately $80 one way just to use the expressway.
Okay. So does that mean it's expensive?
It means expensive.
Oh, okay. I have never like drove outside of Japan before, so I've never thought that this was expensive.
Well, I would like usually watch my parents drive, and like of course we like drive on highways.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't really remember them like paying such a large amount of money. So I guess it's specific to Japan, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know why it's so expensive though, then.
I have no idea, seriously.
Yeah, we'll try to look it up and put it in the editing for you guys, by the way. Yeah, why it's so expensive in the first place, yeah.
Almost everyone backs into parking spaces in Japan. With smaller spaces, you have more control over backing in.
And it's safer pulling out in what are often densely packed and highly populated parking lots.
Okay.
I guess in foreign countries, usually they park from the front. But in like Japan, you would usually
reverse parking as it says
yeah.
here. Yeah. Unless like the space is like completely fully open, you would usually do the reverse parking for sure.
This is again really just like regular for Japanese people, so I don't see what's weird about it.
Yeah. And the next one they were talking about the training places for cars, right? When you actually go to training, they would absolutely teach you to do the reverse parking.
Yeah.
They would never teach you to go
never,
do the forward parking
no.
ever. So.
No.
Yeah.
Driver training costs roughly $2,000 to $4,000, and you have to go to a driver school for about a month.
You can shorten that to 2 weeks by going away to an actual driver training camp.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
No, seriously,
true.
you stay there overnight and everything.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
That's funny.
So like Rachel was laughing when I was saying it. So I've heard that in the U.S. where Rachel is from, it's much easier for her to get a license, right? Isn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I guess it's up to the state, which state you belong to.
Yeah.
I've heard like some of my friends have been taught just literally by their parents. You literally start driving on the road.
Oh, so that's
with
like,
your parents sitting next to you.
Oh, I guess like that's okay if there's someone like trained next to you.
Exactly, yeah. In Japan, again, first of all, it's super expensive.
It is, yeah.
And it does take a lot of time, like a couple of months if you're like working and trying to get a license.
Or like going to school and trying to get a license.
Exactly. That's the reason why a lot of university students try to get their license when they're still in college because they have more time. And I recall, Tomoko, didn't you go to the gashuku?
Oh yeah.
You had to get your.
Remember it?
Of course, yeah. You went with the other friend. I have actually met a lot of people who made friends and like partners going to these camps, driving camps, because basically everyone's around the same age.
Yeah, and they all have the same goal, I guess.
Exactly. Some people might think 2 weeks is already really long, but for a Japanese person, hearing 2 weeks and being able to get a license sounds really, really fast.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, because if you just go to a regular school, it takes more than a month, for sure.
It took me like 3 months probably.
Yeah, for me around there too.
Yeah, because I was going to school and then I had to go to the driver's school after.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. So.
More people in Japan use trains as their primary mode of transportation than any other country in the world, 30.5%, compared to the next highest of 17.2% in Switzerland.
Ooh. Yeah, so in general, driving cars in Japan is, first of all, difficult. Japan is not a really big country.
Yeah, it's not
so
fit
there's
for
a
cars.
lot of narrow streets, and the parking areas are super tiny sometimes. And you really need a driving skills in order to drive in Japan in the first place. That's the reason why you need such a long period of time for the training, right? And again, you basically have trains in most places. Yeah. So I know a few people who live like in the countryside area where you must have a car to get around. Yeah. But if you like live in Tokyo, Osaka, Nagoya, Kyoto, around these areas, like Hiroshima too.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you usually don't have to have a car. But there's a lot of people in our generations who got their license but never drove after it.
That's right, yeah.
After getting the actual license. So, yeah, because the trains are just really, really convenient.
It is, yeah.
True.
Construction barriers are often shaped like cute animals. Because why not?
Why not?
Because why not? That's
I
pretty
guess,
chopper. For One Piece. I personally really like the ones that are bowing.
Yeah.
We are sorry that we were sorry to bother you. There's the one that are bowing too. Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
I guess there aren't any other meanings to it, but
I guess it's just to like get rid of the scariness because usually construction workers like tend to look a little bit scary.
Yeah, it's noisy.
Yeah. So then just kind of like throw in a little bit of cuteness in there.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, seriously, just why not?
Yeah, that's right. There's probably no other meaning to it. Yeah.
In Japan, half the country's electrical grid operates at 50 hertz,
Yep.
and half operates at 60 hertz.
That's right.
This is because when Japan began introducing electricity to large cities, Tokyo purchased a 50 hertz generator from Germany, and Osaka purchased a 60 hertz generator from the United States.
Oh, okay.
Both systems eventually spread, and now it's too expensive to switch one over.
I see.
During the earthquake and tsunami of 3/11,
know about that.
this meant that the southern half of Japan couldn't provide backup power to the northern half
Oh my
because of
gosh,
the
that's a big
incompatible
problem
grids.
then.
That's right.
In the past, some electrical equipment like microwaves could not be used in the other half of the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
these
definitely,
days,
definitely.
most products have been designed to work on both a 50 and 60 hertz system.
You know, I knew about the 50 and 60
Yeah,
hertz
yeah,
problem,
different hertz,
but
yeah.
I didn't know that that caused such a big problem during natural disasters, though. Have you heard about that on the news or something?
Yeah, I think I saw an article in the news at that time when the earthquake in Fukushima, that area. But yeah, I didn't know the reason why it was separated. That was my first time knowing
Yeah,
that.
buying it from Germany and the US.
Yeah, in the US, yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. We are learning so many new things. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
actually happened to me really recently.
Recently,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I went to Tokyo to go watch a play. I was bringing my phone charger.
Yeah.
And I was like staying for like maybe 2 days. So, you know, I need to charge my battery.
Of course, yeah.
I just brought my regular phone charger from home, which is Hiroshima, to Tokyo. So it's from west to east, right?
Exactly.
When I got to Tokyo, I thought like my phone charger would be able to use at both regions, but actually it couldn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. But I didn't realize that. I thought like my phone charger broke because it was already like 4 years old.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I
okay.
bought a new one. And then when I got home, it just worked regularly. So I just have one phone charger like sitting there at my house.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, this was
Wow, so
actually
this still happens
yeah,
today.
it happens, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Bamboo is one of the fastest growing plants in
That's
the world.
right.
And some species of Japanese bamboo can grow up to a meter a day in its early growth.
Yep, that's true.
New bamboo shoots are also incredibly strong and capable of growing through wood, stone, and sometimes even concrete.
Yeah, that's right.
This combined with its fast growth have led to rare but very real cases of Japanese people waking up in the morning to find a bamboo shoot growing in the middle of their house.
Bamboo being really common in Japan is something that I often talk about in my videos.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, like the mikugi for the
that's right.
katana, you know, and the shakuhachi bamboo flutes.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
right.
There's just so many things that we use bamboo for, right? So that's something I knew, but I did not know that bamboo is that strong, though. And like growing fast is something that we often talk about. right?
yeah.
So there's something I remember is that ninja actually trained how to jump with the bamboo, actually. So because bamboo grows so fast, even if the ninja just continues to jump over it during the day, it starts to grow higher.
Oh, I see.
So the ninja used to practice their jumping skills
Okay.
using bamboo, actually. Yeah, because in a day it will grow to a meter.
A meter.
Right? Jumping over a meter is really difficult.
It
right?
is, yeah.
And then the next day you find another bamboo shoot and you jump and train.
Oh, okay, that
higher.
is interesting.
Yeah, so I knew about that, but this strong, breaking through walls and everything.
It was
the
going through
floor.
concrete, the floor.
Yeah, I
The
did
walls.
not know about this. Wow.
There are so many cicadas in Japan that they come out every year.
That's right, that's right.
The sound of cicadas is the quintessential sound of summer. You'll notice them often in the background of TV shows, anime, and video games to establish the summer setting.
Because cicadas are so omnipresent, the average Japanese person is probably able to identify at least 6 different species by their songs. Aburazemi, kumazemi, tsukutsukuboshi, minminzemi, niinizemi, higurashi.
Yeah, it's interesting because cicadas are just so common in Japan, right? But because they're not common outside of Japan all of a sudden, it's so hard to explain it in English.
It is, yeah.
I've always struggled to explain it in Chinese and in English too. Yeah. But in Japan, they're like literally everywhere.
Everywhere,
during summer. Maybe like in some areas, like in Hokkaido, maybe they're not.
Maybe in the
they're not
colder
existent.
areas, maybe not
Maybe
that
not,
often.
but everywhere else, I think they're literally, you know.
And on every tree.
Yeah, exactly. They're really close to like ladybugs in Michigan where we used to live.
Oh Yeah, maybe.
remember?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we would see ladybugs everywhere.
Exactly. So yeah, and the sounds are definitely, they represent summer.
Yeah.
So 6 species might be a little bit too much.
Too much,
but 4 I would say every Japanese person will be
yeah.
able to identify. I think. I really love Tsukuhoshi, by the way. It's really like they're saying a phrase, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's...
アブラゼミ、クマゼミ、ツクツクボウシ、ミンミンゼミ、ニーニーゼミ、ヒグラシ。
Especially for boys when they're in at kindergarten, elementary school, to go and catch them.
Yeah.
With the nets. If you play Pokemon, like when you get into a fight with the bug Pokemon users, you know, they usually have this net, right?
Yeah.
That's for, getting...
And those small cages.
Yeah, exactly. So
and the straw hats.
Yeah, that's right. That is for getting the kids. Which I did too when I was
I did too, yeah.
Japan has almost no general practitioners. This means that when you go to the doctor, you're almost always going directly to a specialist.
That's right.
Oh. Well, I love the picture, by the way. Who wrote this picture?
It's like an angel.
Yeah.
In Japan, you would just go regular to like a specialist
Immediately,
right away.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess that's like the hard part. You have to every Japanese has to figure out yourself. Like a lot of people say that you don't know which doctor you should go to.
Yeah, that is true.
And then you're looking it up, and then you go to the wrong place, and then they're like, I can't do anything for you.
Yeah, but they still take money from you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I did check you up, so I'm gonna be taking money from you, but I'm not gonna be able to do anything for you.
So I guess Japan should kind of have more of these family doctors.
I guess they weren't able to kind of bring in the system. Probably.
No, I guess not.
Okay. Let's talk about that. My Raynaud's sickness, I actually went to the Hifuka first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For your skin.
Exactly. But of course, the Raynaud's sickness is nothing related to the skin, because I didn't know about it until I knew about what this sickness is. I think I went to more than 4 hospitals.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
What did the first doctor say to you?
They gave me some medicine to just, apply the surface of my skin, on each finger.
Yeah,
of course, that's not the way to cure Raynaud's sickness.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then because it's not working, I just started going to a different doctor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not just because I was looking for a new cure, but I'm just basically looking for what this sickness is in the first place.
You were looking at the different place,
Exactly. So, and finally going to the Ryumachika.
Yeah.
Ryumachika was finally able to get to my answer. This is a Raynaud's sickness, but it took me 4 different types of hospitals.
But I guess that is a really big problem, because the more you go to different places, the more time you're gonna spend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Any kind of disease.
That's right.
So.
The birth control pill wasn't legalized until 1999 due to questions concerning the safety. And partly because of that, only 1 to 3% of Japanese women use it even today.
This is often brought up as a problem too.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Exactly. Like, I talked about in my previous video again, talking about the gender inequality in Japan. Yeah, this was one of these things, these specific things that a lot of people discussed about. Exactly.
I don't have that much knowledge about this, so I'm not gonna be talking too much about it. But I guess there is some kind of reason why Japan is super late with these things.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it was considered more of a problem, not a good thing. Yeah, exactly. Everyone should have a choice, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but basically women in Japan did not have this choice in the first place. And even today, only 1% of people use it. So there's still biases towards women who use medicine or any kind of tools,
I guess.
Any kind of items. Yeah. The problem is if they're going to have a relationship and if the man for some reason doesn't use a condom, there's no way for the women to protect themselves.
That's right, yeah.
Right. So that's the problem, I believe.
Yeah.
Exactly. But because of the gender inequality problem, maybe the elderly or someone thought that rejecting a baby isn't something that a woman should do kind of thing. Yeah. There could have been a really outdated belief like that. Yeah.
Which still continues on to this day.
Exactly.
Carrying swords around in public was made illegal in 1876
That's right,
in an effort to remove power from the samurai class.
Exactly.
Today, it remains illegal to own a sword in Japan, unless the sword is licensed by the government.
True, that's right.
Only Nihonto, or Japanese swords, Either antique swords or swords made by registered smiths can be licensed.
Exactly.
Meaning it is entirely illegal to own foreign-made swords in Japan.
True. That's right.
Japanese swordsmiths cannot change the methods they use to make swords, meaning even modern swords are still made the same way as Japanese swords of the past.
Yep, exactly.
The steel used to make Japanese swords, tamahagane, is also produced the traditional way.
There we go.
There's a position called murage, who's the manager of this process. One of his jobs is to judge the temperature of the fire by eyesight. And because of this, historically, many of them eventually went blind.
Okay, let's stop it.
There's a lot of katana related ones coming in the end.
And I am so excited. This is so much fun. So they were saying, first of all, 44 katana were illegal. Yes,
Yeah, banned by the government, yeah.
That's right, exactly. It was one of the policies for Japan to westernize.
Yeah.
Which is something that I'll talk about
A
so
lot,
much
a
in
lot,
my videos.
in a lot of videos,
And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys know a lot about this because I
Yeah.
talk about it so much. But yeah, exactly. It was a way for Japan to modernize. Back in the time when Japan westernized and modernized in the 19th century, Japan changed a lot of things, abolished a lot of things because they believed it was outdated. It was an embarrassment to the Western countries.
Barbaric kind of thing.
Exactly. So, for example, tattoos.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, tattoos were banned. Katana were banned. Chonmage, the
Chonmage,
hairstyle,
yeah.
was banned. Wearing certain kind of kimono was banned. Yeah, so a lot of things had to change. Yeah, like kabuki, stage arts,
Yeah, that's right.
nakugo, these things, these arts, stage arts were all banned too because they were considered, what is this weird thing?
Yeah, like a vulgar kind of
Exactly.
act, yeah.
That's right. So a lot of things had to change, not just the katana. Yeah.
I like the picture of how the man's like,
Oh my gosh, I'm not allowed to have katana. I did not know about that.
it's like, you gotta take this away, really?
Exactly. That's right. N45 Juto-ho. That's right.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's right. So the katana must have the Torokusho.
The registered license.
Exactly. You need to contact the police office nearby. Yep, and you get the paper if you have a real katana. Yep. And by the way, guys, I do have katana here, but these are both made from zinc alloy, and they're not real, so you don't need any license for these replica katana. Yep. But for the real ones, you need the license. Yep. On I think 47, they were explaining about how to make it right, and also
the method.
steel.
Yeah.
In order for the law to determine what a katana or a nihonto is, the people who make it and the steel they use to make the katana must be made in a certain way. Otherwise, if you make it too flexible, people might just start randomly making weapons, right? Yeah, exactly. So the definition of a nihonto is actually very strict.
Oh, so it's specified by the material and the process.
Exactly.
Oh,
and the
that is
person who makes it
Oh,
must
yeah, that's
have
right.
license. Exactly. And to get the license is really strict. Yeah. But people working here at the Patara Seitetsu,
yeah.
going blind, I did not know about that though.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I guess it is a consequence. I mean, you're looking at the fire straight in the fire.
Exactly. That's right. And they have to be awake for a really long time. Keep the fire going.
Oh,
yeah. They only make the tamahagane a few times during the year, specific times during the year.
Yeah.
But they have to be awake for like 30 hours or something.
Straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
to
my
keep the
gosh.
fire alive. Yeah, so
Seriously?
it's really hard work for them.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's a lot of dedication.
That is dedication, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
In the Meiji period, because it became so difficult for people to carry swords and for manufacturers to make swords, the demand dropped significantly, and many prominent swordsmiths switched to making kitchen knives that have no such regulations.
Exactly. That's right.
And because the technology used to create kitchen knives has continuously improved
there we
over
go.
time, now Japanese cooking knives can be made sharper than katana swords.
We have not been able to go yet, but there are actually a lot of famous kitchen knife shops
yeah.
in Kyoto too, so we're definitely going to be visiting them soon. It's really interesting how the techniques are really similar. I'm pretty sure they don't use a tamahagane though, because tamahagane will rust very easily, so they don't use exactly the same kind of steel, but the techniques are really similar. So
it's so interesting that they use this technique that they don't need anymore into something more useful and kind of try to adapt and live on.
That's right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's a really beautiful concept. A sword, a weapon changing into an item to make food for everyone.
That's nice, yeah.
I really love the concept, And I believe that's the end of the video. So that is it for today. It was really fun taking a look at the 15 facts. It was really fun how we were able to talk about our own experiences, but we actually learned a lot.
Yeah,
we learned new things from this video too. So guys, if you have any other questions about Japan, if you're curious about anything that exists only in Japan, please let us know in the comments, or you can send me a DM through Instagram too, by the way. And again, if there's any other videos you'd like us to react to, again, please let us know. I will see you in our next react video in Let's Ask Shogo. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.